To talk with Dr. Elizabeth Vaughan, who joins us again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's go to the phone lines where we have Barbara from Winston-Salem standing by. Good morning, Barbara.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
Good morning.
I had a mastectomy in February for hormone receptive breast cancer, and I have declined chemo because it only gives me a 4.6% advantage. So I was wondering what diet changes or nutritional supplements Dr. Vaughan might recommend that would improve my health.
Get a pencil. Number one, get a 25 hydroxy vitamin D so that you can see what your vitamin D level is. You want it up around 70 nanograms per ml. You may need to take 5,000 to 10,000 IU of vitamin D a day. Make certain you get adequate iodine, either in a pill form or by taking kelp. Be certain you have plenty of fish oil on board, EPA and DHA, about 2,500 milligrams of both of those together. You also want plenty of antioxidants and have some flax seeds every day, because ground up flax seeds have phytoestrogens in them and can help run interference against your own estrogens or environmental estrogens that might feed leftover cancer cells there. And then the last thing is consider using some progesterone in a cyclic basis, either 14 days or 25 days off and on, and that will help calm it down for you too. Good luck.
Let's go to Tom. Good morning, Tom. What's your question?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Question is, I've seen several of these tests you mentioned available on the market. Can you leave or guide as to why one would be better than the other?
So you're talking about the genetic testing that you can buy over the counter, like at a drugstore or a health food store. To be quite honest with you, I'm not familiar with them, and I do a special kind of testing in my office. But what's out there, bottom line is buyer beware. If you go to Natural Triad and you follow some of the links from my talk earlier this morning, you'll see the debate and the problems that we have with direct-to-consumer genetic testing. You have to have somebody help lead you through this so that you can interpret the things correctly. A lot of it's going to be a waste of your money, and it's not going to be appropriate for you. So it has to be interpreted by someone who has more training.
Let's go to Susan in Summerfield. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, lovely ladies, and thank you for taking my call. I'm in my early 60s, and I have understood that there may be a new treatment involving the vitamin B vitamins for the treatment of post-traumatic stress disorder. If so, which of the vitamin Bs and how much would one take per day?
Well, I'm not familiar with what the article that you're talking about. What I can tell you is that if you do not have enough of thiamine, B6, B12, folic acid, those would be the 4 B vitamins that would be most important in terms of having normal neurochemical function. The bottom line is take a really good B complex, say B100, and then take a sublingual B12 that may have some additional folic acid and some B6 in it. That's what I would do for starters. The other thing that really helps with PTSD is an energetic technique called emotional freedom technique, and it uses tapping on acupuncture points, and it is fabulous for PTSD. There are practitioners in Greensboro who provide that, and once you learn the technique, you can do it for yourself.
Let's go to Iva in Winston-Salem. Good morning, Iva. What's your question?
I'm having a problem with my stomach. I had a subluxation about 10 years ago with the metal rings, and I have looked like I'm pregnant since that time. Recently, I was admitted into the ED for severe pain in my left side, and it moved around my back and to the front of my stomach, lower abdomen area. And they thought it was a possible appendicitis. I've been to 2 specialists. One's putting it off on the other, specialist, and I really can't get any help. I'm a Medicaid patient, and there's nothing I can do.
You're a complicated patient, and you need a much longer history and physical than I can possibly give you over the TV. What I can tell you is that lower abdominal swelling frequently is due to either food sensitivities and or yeast problems. So So do some research on that. Cut the wheat and dairy out of your diet. Cut out the sugars in your diet and see if some of that swelling doesn't go away. If you have upper abdominal swelling, generally that has to do with not having enough stomach acid and not being able to digest your food very well. So those are the two things that come to mind real quickly that could contribute to your being having abdominal bloating all the time. Good luck.
And don't forget, you can get more information about Dr. Vaughan's remarks in Natural Triad magazine or naturaltriad.com.
Great.
Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.